Fortunately, he's not in the car, because if he was, he'd probably arrest me for killing the fucking game, dude.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? How are you guys doing today? Welcome to episode 7 of the Wake and Bake Potcast. Shooting the shit, and that's what we're doing today. I don't really have any topics. We'll discuss some shit. We'll hang out. I probably just ruined the video by saying shit, but I guess it is what it is. Anyway, how is everybody doing this weekend? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I mean, I've been better. Been much better, but in this moment, I am doing okay. And I think that's all we can do when we go through struggles is just take shit one moment at a time and hope to God that eventually all the bullshit goes away. Let's start this beautiful morning by saying, well, you know, here, hold on a sec here. There we go. Let's start by saying hi to you beautiful people in the morning here. Of course, what's up, Trey? Welcome to the Wake and Bake Podcast. We're still going to have you on, man. So much shit going on in my life, dude. It's crazy. So, morning, brother. Hope you are well. I'm hanging in there, Mac. You know, every day is a struggle, dude. And forgive me, guys, because I'm just getting over the flu, so I've got some, like, shit going on, right? Don't mind the mess behind me. I got the rabbit back here hanging out and shit, and we still don't have the studio up and going, so it is what it is. Yo, what's going on, Bone? How are you, my friend? It's good to see you. Decepticon, how are you, my friend? Fuel the hatred. Try and stop by after work. All right, sounds good, dude. Sounds good, man. Gaming, what's going on, brother? How are you? How are you? What's up, Larry? Larry, it is always great to see you. 33.3K modem fast. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Runner? How are you, my friend? Fucking dial-up, yeah. You guys, you know what? It's funny because the damn cat wants to come hang out with me again. It's funny because that shit. Oh, hold up. That shit used to be so damn annoying back in the day. Let me know if you guys can hear the music. Wayne's World, I saw that. That's right, baby. Let's see. Hold on a sec. Wayne's World. I have a few of their clips, but I forgot to do the countdown, so this goes for you.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
I got to get more Wayne's World clips. It is one of my favorite movies. It's good to see you, Larry. Putty cat, yeah, right down here, driving me nuts. Freaking Biggles just texted me. Anyway, guys, welcome to this week's Wake and Bake podcast. Let me bring in the other host of the show, our boy, of course, Snow Dizzle, Snow Dub himself. What's up, dude?
Man, I'm late. Or am I early? I don't know.
Who knows, man? I don't know anymore, dude.
Well, I'm usually like really, really late, so I think I'm early because I'm not as late as I usually am.
That's true. You usually a lot later than this, but I started late. So, am I late or are you on time?
Wow. I don't know, man. Maybe we should take another hit first because
I think we should.
That's too much to think about.
And speaking of, we're gonna take a hit in honor of Trey for sharing out the stream. Appreciate you, Trey, with some dope ass gifts and shit. He says it's that time of the morning, so I think we're gonna have to oblige. I'm gonna hit the clip. We're gonna take the hit, and that's just the way it's gonna be, y'all. So let's
Wake and bake.
Wake and bake, everybody. Here's a clip for all you lovely sons of bitches out there.
Okay, man, listen up. The way I see it, we strike at dawn. Because, they'll still be in bed with morning wood. And I want full air support. I want you guys to shoot people. I want tanks and some fire throwers. And I want explosions over here. And I want planes going. That's going to be cool.
All right, so I'm totally not going to lie. I was in the process of packing one up when that clip played. So we're going to have to play another clip, guys. Just so...
Mine was ready.
Oh, well. So, oh my gosh, you should play the lottery today. I mean, we're just going to go under the assumption that you were on time today because I was late. So you were on time and you were ready to take a hit.
Amazing. I know. It's like I prepared or something.
Yeah, you might want to play the lottery today, dude. I'm just saying.
Okay.
There might be a windfall coming in your future. That's all I'm saying.
I think I'm going to do that. I think that's a good idea.
But yeah, we'll play another clip and then we'll get into it. Like I said, this episode is just shooting the shit. We're just talking about whatever. There's really no stuff. We'll look at a few funny like stoner tweets and stuff like that I came across throughout the week, but nothing too crazy.
Nice.
But let me play this clip and let's get back to it.
You ever fucked a man? No. Have I ever? I'm asking you. Have you ever fucked a man? I know you're a man. That's why I'm asking you. Have you ever had a gay experience? College? I knew it. I fucking knew it. What was your fraternity?
Again, sorry guys. I apologize. I am getting over the flu. You can hear it. I'm still purging the fucking darkness from my body. I do have to send the link out. Our possible special guest today. I do have to send one link out. And that right there was a hint at who that guest was. If you couldn't figure it out already. But hopefully he stops by. If not, then it's cool. We'll get him on eventually. But
well, isn't like Tom kind of like our surrogate co-host as well now? I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
He's been around so much, It's,
Yep.
Just kind of seems natural.
Yeah. I'm sending. That's who I'm sending. I'm sending one to him, and I'm sending to my other buddy here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't forget about Tom, even though he forgot about me last night.
Yeah. What the fuck? He didn't show up last night.
Oh, it was great. We were supposed to do a tuck and roll trivia, movie trivia night, and Tom won the following episode of that. So usually the winner of the following episode comes on and brags about winning and passes the torch, so to speak, to the next contenders. And Culture Casino was supposed to be one of the contenders. Well, they were both over there on Mead Radio having a karaoke drinking party, and I'm just what the fuck? So we stream sniped them. On the Tuck and Roll show.
Yeah.
Then it got all crazy, and then of course, Drunk Culture Casino comes on a little belligerent, and so we just forfeited the match till next week.
Nice. So you spent the entire stream last night just harassing those dudes.
Pretty much, yeah. Just listening to Culture ramble,
Nice.
for about 2 hours.
Well, hey, Shellback says take a hit for me too, and he's OG, so we got to do it. Get your pipes, your bongs, and your bowls ready. Let's do it.
I would just like to say a few words about nudity.
Yeah, me too. I would like to say a few words about nudity. Yo, what's going on? Yo,
Yeah,
it's
Courtney
Courtney
was there. She knows
Co-
about it.
Nice. I love the name. Fellowship of Oddballs. Love it. Well, you're going to fit right in here. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate that. I live in a sorority house. All right, lived in a sorority house. Jesus.
Nice.
Lola, love what is going on. And thank you for coming by. It is so great to see you, Lola. So great to see you. Hopefully, life is good for you. Hopefully, life is good for you.
Oh, yeah.
And Lola, thank you so much for your kind words of encouragement on online. You help out tremendously. You are an amazing person. And of course, our brother Tim F is here. He goes, "Hail, bitch ass!"
Nice.
What's going on, Tim F? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Culture was quite chatty. Well, he gets a little friendly when he starts drinking. We love Culture though. What up? Yeah, Tim F. Hell yeah, man. But yeah, so Culture was drunk last night, huh?
I wouldn't say drunk, but he was definitely buzzed. But he did a great job, because like towards the end of the show, he did a slam dunk comedy routine with me, and it worked out pretty funny. So yeah, if you want to check the Tuck and Roll show out from last night, just to see the craziness, it was supposed to be movie trivia. I actually need to change the thumbnail on the stupid stream now because it was bust. But yeah, good times.
But that's okay, man. So you guys are gonna finish it up next week then.
Yeah. Next week we'll have our final round of Tuck and Roll trivia, and then we'll have our championship, which is going to be epic because we got Tom, Michael T, T-shirt historian, Taylor M, and then whoever wins this next one, all going head to head for the crown jewels, baby. And woo, if you don't know Michael T or T-shirt historian, they will give Tom a run for his money. I know they will, and so it's going to be a great match.
Nice.
And Taylor's pretty good too.
And here, I'm gonna go ahead and throw Snow's link in the chat. That way, if you guys want to go check it out. Also, we'll be in after the stream. We'll be in the pinned comment down below. Anybody who shows up to the stream, their link will be down there. But give me 1 second. We'll plug that. But so you guys had a good time last night, then?
Yeah, man. Well, we always have a good time on the Tuck and Roll show. I mean, we kind of had 2 Tuck and Roll shows this week, kind of, because we had my birthday party show.
Yeah, dude, that was
Monday
awesome.
night. Yeah, you were there for that, and
yeah,
that was
the whole time, pretty much.
Right? Yeah, you were. No, that was awesome, man. You hung in there for the whole thing, and I think that was almost like a Tuck and Roll 2.0. Just because it was so much fun and just had a lot of laughs and fucked around, so it was great. Had a
Hell
good
yeah,
week.
man. The birthday shit was awesome. I had such a good time hanging out with everybody and talking to people, and it's been a while since I've been on a panel that big, like consistently, right? And then it feels
Bunch
good.
of all-stars too.
Yeah.
It's tough to get the shine when you got so many, big, powerful people on your stream.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. I mean, there were, I think Jay showed up.
Yep.
Who else showed up? It was
Mr. Chatty, Culture Casino.
That's right. Culture showed up for a little bit.
We had Latino Slant.
That's
Polly
right. Polly was there. That's right. And then we had, I think,
my original co-host was there, Megs. If you're
a
fan of my
Megs,
channel
yeah.
from back in the day.
Yeah. Thanks again, Megs, for following me on social. Appreciate that. I don't know if you're ever gonna hear this, but thank you.
Yeah, she sneaks around. Yeah, she's not a big talker into the chat. She'll listen.
Beat me to 44, ha. She's making fun of you because you're old.
Yeah, well, it's bound to happen eventually. That's what I keep telling
you've technically you're just winning overall because you've always beat her to every number. So
every year, I guess. Yeah.
She could, unless something tragic happens, she could never beat you on that.
True, unless I drop dead. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Before she does, yeah.
Just to one up, you gotta continue living, man. Just to prove her wrong.
I'll do my best.
Great birthday stream, Snow. Yeah, it was. It was a freaking blast, man.
Oh, that's McEnany was there for 2 minutes, I think, and we didn't get to hear his voice, but
Yeah,
you were there
what
with us in spirit, my friend.
What happened to you the other night, bro? It's like you came in, didn't say shit, and then left, dude. What's up with that? Oh man, so what have you been up to this week, dude? What have you been up to this week other than the birthday stream, the Tuck and Roll show? Which, guys, I encourage you to go. If you're sitting at home Saturday night and you're not out at the club having a good time, you need to be watching the Tuck and Roll show. That's all I gotta say. So, what else did you have going on this week?
Well, I was actually not supposed to be here this morning.
Oh yeah, why is that?
Well, I got a side job that was hooked up for me this weekend, and but I had the option of working 2 full days on it to make extra money. And after working yesterday, put it this way, for a living, I do painting and stuff like that, and construction stuff. And the paint that I was using yesterday was this nasty oil-based, horrible-smelling stuff. And so I had a respirator on all day, but it didn't matter. Still, like, burned my sinuses out. So I feel like I can't even smell today. It was that bad. And so I just said, nah, you know what? I'll take the one day and have a day off, even though I'm losing a little bit of money, but it's worth it to hang out with words. So.
Oh man, shut up! Look, man. Here's the thing, and you know what? I think this is a good place to start a conversation, because the idea of what is too much in your life, right? Like, and I think even relevant to what's going on with me, it's you and I have talked, off screen, and we text throughout the week and keep up with each other. But so everything, and I think it's important to know when you've put or too much is going on in your life, right? At any given moment, like when you need to step back and breathe a little bit. I think that's okay. I think, people get so focused on money and finances and providing and all this stuff that, like, you forget that, like, it's okay to take a day, especially for mental health, and which I think, and this is maybe a deeper dive than you want to go, but back in 2008 with the recession, they pulled a lot of money out of mental health care. And never really reinvested back into it, because with the recession, like, where was the money going, right? So this is why you see more drug addicts and more people with mental illness getting arrested as opposed to going to a hospital.
Right.
So we as a society, a country, have invested less every year into mental health. So I think it's important to take those days for yourself and remember that, like, hey man, like, yeah, I'm missing out on some money and I'm missing out on some things here, but my mental health is way more important than the $100 or $120 I would have made today, which it's money. There's always going to be more money to be made, right?
Right. Exactly. And that's the fact that, working 7 days a week, it's at my age, the old man, back in my head, I'm still thinking I'm 24, and oh yeah, no problem, I can rock, because 7 days a week turns into 14 days a week until you have a day off. So
that that's interesting. You said that, because that's true, and I think right into perception there, one's own perception. Like, yeah, I say I work 7 days a week. That sounds a lot better than to say that I work, like you said, 14 days. Before I get a day off.
Or whenever your next day off is. Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't work 7 days a week. I just work every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe that's the way we try to rationalize shit in our head. Like, if we tell ourselves this, then we'll begin to believe it, or it'll take the 14-day aspect out of it, even though that's really what's going to have to happen.
Exactly. And like I said, being a quote-unquote old man, I'm not 24 anymore. I can't, construction's hard on the body, and I know when I've had enough, so to speak, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna check out on this one and relax. So take a me day, and that's just, it is what it is, man. I'll have some explaining to do to a couple people on Monday, but they'll have to deal with it.
Yeah, well, that's just it, man. I mean, there's always going to be some kind of cause and effect behind the decision, right? Like,
sure.
Like we'll use like let's say I needed to pay a bill, but I was just like mentally drained, and I'm like, all right, I need to just take that one afternoon off or whatever, and then it extends that bill, and now you've got people getting mad at you, or you got people calling you, where's my money, or whatever the case may be. You understand that there's going to be consequences to that, but it's like, how do I balance that risk to reward sort of thing? And I find it very troubling that I think as human beings, at least in this country that I know, because I've never lived in another country, so I don't speak for everybody, but we value time differently than I think how we should. Like you hear people say like, oh, can I just get an afternoon to myself?
Right.
Like that, man, if that's all you're asking for, is like a couple of hours. I feel like you need more than a couple of hours to like put some shit together. So I feel like we've got caught up in this like burn and turn lifestyle. I mean, even this YouTube thing is geared towards that, right? Where it's like, do a video on the next one.
Very much so.
Right. It's if you're not constantly working, you're not succeeding. And I get that to a point. Like, I understand that you have to put in hard work, and it's very hard work to get to where you want to be. If you have goals and dreams and aspirations, especially based upon how you're, grew up and your situation was growing up, like maybe less opportunities, more opportunities. But I don't think that people should have to drag themselves and run themselves ragged and almost to the point of death to get to that point, to be successful.
It sucks, man. Some people get handed opportunities. Some people get lucky and just fall into opportunities. And then the majority of us have to search and destroy and hustle for opportunities. And that's life, brother. That's life. So, a lot of us live on the edge of the thought of thinking tomorrow could be a better day. Tomorrow could be that lotto ticket that changes your life. And
right.
So we strive to live for the next day. That's a lot of people's mindsets. And I think that's a good mindset to have, but you also got to remember just to live in the moment, and
right.
remember that, that why you're here and what you're here to do. And so, yeah, on another level, it's like, instead of working a day, I'll be able to hang out with my son, so there's give and pull in life, and you gotta really focus sometimes on what's really important.
Right. Yeah. And it's like, if I have to, as a man, like I think society expects you to be a provider. Well, I also have to be there for my family. I have to be there for my friends. I have to be there for, those people who need those things. Mm-hmm. But you can't be there when you're out somewhere providing, right? So it's like one of these like things that you have to balance, and
right.
I think sometimes that balance weighs down on people so hard. Respect the hustle, gentlemen. Hell yeah, we absolutely, man, absolutely. Count your blessings and take care of yourself, Snowdub. I'm your age and waiting on disability to put things into perspective, and I miss work. That's true. Like, I don't want to count like there's two sides to every coin, right? So absolutely, there are people out there who are not able to work but want to be out there busting their ass, providing and feeling. Because look, Snow, maybe you can relate to this. Last year when I was like going through my depression and shit, I wasn't like working a job outside of the YouTube, Twitch stuff. So I wasn't contributing to something greater than myself. Like, this is why I've, like, back in the day when I was unemployed, when I was really young, I would, like, volunteer at the local museum, like, 60 hours a week. I wasn't making any money.
Right.
But I felt good because I was contributing to something. And I think even though
soul food. Yeah.
Yeah. And even though we sit here and complain about how shitty work is, like, oh, I don't want to fucking get up and go to fucking work. This sucks. My boss is a dick. Yada, yada, yada. We do it because it helps us. Because I think it... Like, at least with me, dude, when I started getting back to work is when I started climbing out of my depression.
Yep.
Even though I'm like, my boss is a dick and I don't want to be here today, I begin to climb out of that depression. And
well, yeah, you find purpose, and purpose leads to basically, setting goals and meeting them, even if they're, short-term goals. So yeah, that's important. And then, of course, like you were saying, soul food's also important. Taking that time to help somebody else or help the cause or help the next generation, so to speak. Whatever you can do. That's why I've always tried to look at, the fight and the cause with the YouTube thing is, a lot of us are trying to push back against a woke narrative that's happening in entertainment, especially us that got kids that are influential and are growing up in this generation. And it's really important. So, Drunk 3PO is a soul food glutton. That guy literally has a buffet of soul food, but look at how much good he causes from it. So
yeah, no, absolutely. And also leading by example, I think is important too. But Decepticon says, I have to go do things. I'm high as fuck. Well, hey, then
you're always high.
Mission accomplished. All right. So the podcast did exactly what it was supposed to do: get you out of fucking bed to get shit done and get you baked as fuck.
Makes me laugh. Decepticon is so funny. He'll announce to me that he's high, like I don't know that already.
There's also such thing as too much time to yourself. I yes, 100%. The more time you have to yourself, the more you live inside your head. And there's been this like funny Twitter account. I've been following a lot of weed shit for the podcast, right? So we can get material for the podcast. I've been following a lot of pages on Twitter that have to do with like weed, people who share funny things. Follow them, and it's just these things like something about like I think one was like stop overthinking, just smoke weed, and I'm like, fuck, you're right, you're fucking right, like. I should stop overthinking. This is my problem. I overthink things. All right.
Oh, you're one of those. You're one of those.
Oh, dude, I live inside my head constantly. and it's like the fucked up thing about it though is hold on a second. Shit, I lost my train of thought.
You got sidetracked.
Yeah.
Saw a big fat bowl of weed.
I know what people are thinking. I know how people feel before they even know how they feel. And it's a fucking...
That's intuitive.
It's a fucking curse, man. I wish I could just be a stupid, ignorant asshole, man. Like,
right.
But unfortunately, that's not the case.
It's just life. It's a different experience for everybody. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. You go pick up the pieces for it. Well, yeah, that's true, Decepticon. We have to have bad and good, because if we only had good, we'd never appreciate it because we know what the bad is. So it's right. Yin and yang is what this universe is all about: the black, the white, the positive, the negative. It's what makes this existence turn. So if as long as you can accept that about life or existence, then you're gonna do a lot lot better.
For sure.
That's a major one you got to accept. It's
real quick, I do want to address. I want to say this is this you, Lola? Let me know. I don't want to say names or anything like that or dox anybody, but the $20 donation, I appreciate you. Holy shit! Thank you so much for the $20 donation. You guys have no clue what this means and what it does, and how it helps. And I know Snow can attest to the fact that. The people who have supported us, him, me, that sort of, whether they just support him, whether they just support me or both of us, you people make such a huge fucking difference in our lives when it comes to support and help. Mm-hmm. You guys in the chat have gotten me through so much, not just emotionally, but financially as well, too. Yep. It all goes to helping keep this running, keep me running, keep Snow running. It's a little light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, right?
One hand washes the other. I've got lots of amazing friends in the Cotton Connection, as you know, including you, Orts, and I can't say enough about them. The one thing I've done recently to try and give back a little bit to these people is like my members. I realized how important they are, to my channel, And so we've been doing drawings, giving away, nice T-shirts, not exact. We were actually having professional T-shirts done here at a shirt shop instead of the Chinese kind of knockoff ones that you get through the Teespring stores. But any way you can get a shirt is great. Get a shirt. But at the same time, we wanted to make something a little bit nicer, a little bit better, just for our members. And so, yeah, we've been doing drawings for the last couple months and giving T-shirts away. And now I've been lucky enough to have a supporter who really loves my channel, who has better financial means than I have, and really wants to help support the channel more. So we're looking at probably giving away even more shirts soon. So I'm really excited about that, and just happy that we can do this type of thing, entertain and have people that love us and support us. Because if it wasn't for them, why would we do this, right?
Well, absolutely. I mean, 120% Snow. Real quick, unfortunately, I'm always alone in my head, or as I like to call it, my dark warehouse. Dude, I spend so much fucking time up there, Tim. It's unbelievable. But one thing I'm especially learning from this, like the supporters, and I hate, and really it's not supporters, it's family, because who else like gives their hard-earned money to people? Family, right? Like that's what you do for family. And I'm just gonna make this point that for the supporters, the family out there, you guys who support us, if I, one day I hope to give all of what you have contributed to me back to you, right? Like, that's my hope, that one day I'm going to be able to do exactly what you guys do, is sit here and support people, which I do. Of course I do, but in the way that you guys do. You're constantly always there. You're there for us. I put out a tweet where I'm kind of struggling with some stuff, and everybody comes in and says, you're not alone. We're here. We're here for you. We're here for you. And again, it's not even like a financial thing. It's, you look at the old adage of like a rich man has a lot of friends, right? That's when it comes to wealth is the relationships you keep. And to me, when I've got 100 people liking a tweet and every one of them reaches out and says, if you need something, let me know. Or if you need to talk, let me know. You're not alone. We love you. Keep your chin up. Like, that's 100 motherfuckers that give a shit. Now, granted, it's easy to give a shit on the internet, but it still took 2 minutes out of your day to send that message, or to, how many times have we looked at our phone and be like, I'll respond to them later, or I'll get back to them later. But you guys took the time to actually comment, say something, and that, to me, that 2 minutes of your time is priceless.
Yes, I got a big rip right now and literally just zoned out. What were we talking about?
Yo, what up? How are you doing, John? Good to see you, my fam. It's good to see you in the chat, man.
Hail Gilkman. Gilkman's in the house.
Soul Assassin says, question for the Muppet. Does being high make Book of Boba Fett better?
Muppet's not here. Jolly's still passed out, I think. Jolly's passed out. Puff's passed out. Let's see. What other Muppets we got around? Well, Mike Roach went out on a date last night with some big hairy dude. I don't even know. And then, let's see. Oh, well, we don't want to bring El Perro on. He's out front with his picket sign talking about Go Antifa or something. I don't even want to deal with him today. But if Jolly wakes up sometime during the show, I'll bring him on and ask him.
Yeah, do it. I do owe the donation at Clip though, so I'm assuming that was Lola. Nobody else in the chat said anything. Thank you, Lola. You're amazing. This one is going to you.
Maybe I do smoke too much weed. I don't know. I'll go pray about it and see if God has anything to say to me.
All right. Probably do smoke too much weed. You know what? I don't.
That's how you talk to God, I thought. Is smoking a lot of weed.
That's true. That's
right.
true. That's true. Our brother Thomas is in the chat. He says, "Hail, brother Ords. What's going on, brother Thomas? Dude, hopefully you're hitting the slopes hard. He's out skiing or snowboarding or fucking shredding some snow, though, dude. He's getting fucking gnar on some frozen earth, man.
I miss those days. I haven't gone skiing or snowboarding in so long. I don't know if my old knees could still take it, but man, I miss it.
Well, dude, we should plan a creator retreat weekend and go snowboarding or skiing and like
I'd
just
love
spend
that.
the weekend collaborating, man.
That'd be a blast. Yeah, I'd love that.
I need to get out for a fucking weekend, bro. I really do. But Thomas,
yeah, me too.
yeah, Thomas, have fun out there. Be safe, man. Be safe. Never alone, man. Look at all the maniacs you got. Yeah, that's true, bro. That's true. I'll call you, but yeah, no worries, bro. Yeah, hit me up later, man. I called him this morning. He said I saw his post about going skiing, and I was like, I'm gonna call his ass real quick and harass him about skiing.
Lucky. You know what? If you're having Gilkman, I know where you work, so I just want to say, make sure to bring a bottle of really good wine with you up there if you haven't left yet, because it'll help keep you warm. Put it in you remember those old thermoses they used to have that strapped around your chest, where you kind of held it and it had like a little nozzle at the end of it that you could drink out of?
No.
I'm trying to think of.
Is it like the chest version of the beer can helmet?
Kinda. It's like it almost looked like a medieval pouch looking thing. We used to have them when I was a kid. My parents did anyway, and they would put wine in them or liquor, and it was in a pouch that looked like a leather pouch. Kind of had in a pear shape with a nozzle at the end where you pop the top off of it. And it had a string with it, and you just kind of wrapped it around your body inside your coat. And as you skied, you got on the ski lift, you passed the old snaz around, and it helped keep you warm. The wine did.
It sounds a little suspect to me, but the queen is in the chat. Everybody, hail the queen! Hail to the queen! She's
Hail
in
queen!
The chat. What's going on? Let's see. Trey, what up, Thomas? Yeah, we got to say hi to Thomas. Hopefully you're enjoying breakfast.
Camelback.
Yeah, hopefully you're enjoying breakfast, and drive safe, love. Drive safe, please. People on the internet have helped me more than real life people. You know what? That's
wow.
That's true.
That's a real statement.
No, it's fucking true, man. It's so fucking true. When I feel closer to some of the motherfuckers that I've met on the internet than my own family, it's like, and they live a town over, it's like,
Ords, I gotta say something, that I've had friends that I've been in, literal wars with, like, fighting in, other, I don't want to say gangs, but, groups of kids back when I was young, and you thought you had real camaraderie with these people and buddies, and I tell you what, Ords, I mean, out of all the years that I've met, and I had a little bit of a surge with my music at one point too, where I met a shit ton of people in Seattle when my song went viral, and I thought I had some really close people around me then too. And I kid you not, man, my whole life I never thought I would meet some of the most amazing and awesome people that I love right now from the internet. Like literally people that have stumbled across my channel and have become like family to me. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. I would love to sit down and just talk with you about like all that experience.
Which one? I've got a lot of them.
The beginning to the viral to the what happened after the fact.
Yeah, no, that's a great story, actually.
Maybe we'll do that next week.
It's a lot of reason why I'm here, and fighting alongside with you guys.
For sure, for sure.
Back against the woke, narrative in our entertainment.
Let's see. Sure. It definitely helps. Courtney's it's basically become my therapy. There's been many times the darkness could have won, but luckily my YouTube friends are always there to distract me. Yeah, dude. Like seriously, I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for this family that we've put together here. These, like, I honestly, man, I got no word.
I got a personal attachment to Gina Carano because what she went through was something on a way bigger scale than what I went through, but something similar to what I went through with my 12th man, quote unquote, Seattle fans, from my viral Seahawks song, right? And so when I came over to kind of find a new group of people that I could relate with, I did go to YouTube to kind of search that out, and it's amazing how things have progressed over the last 3 years from when the time I finally decided to kind of dip my toe in, so to speak, and make my own voice heard. So it's amazing how things could progress. I'm not 50,000 subs by any means like some of these other guys that blew up, but I'm happy where I'm at, and I think I have a respectful sub count. I've always called myself the channel that's I'm the most unsubscribed famous channel out there.
Right.
Because a lot of people know me.
Right.
Yeah. So I love our community words, and I can't say enough about, and I know everybody hates that word. Fellowship, I guess, is the new one we're throwing around.
Look, here's the thing, man. Like, not everybody gets along in a fucking community, or even in a family for that matter. I mean, these terms are all almost essentially synonymous, right? In every group of people, there's going to be people you don't fucking like, but you deal with it because that's part of loving the overall people of it, right? That's part of respecting the community, the fandom, the friendship, the family. It's part of respecting it. Like, I don't always love my fucking brother, right? But I got to fucking put up with the fact that he's there. There's people that I don't like that are a part of our community, but I don't go around saying it. I don't spit names. I let them do their thing, and I do my fucking thing. And when they're around, I suck it up. I talk to them like they're a human being, and I move the fuck on. It's that simple. It literally is that fucking simple. But then you got people with the drama and all that shit, and this is why I love a lot of our community, like the people that follow you, people that support me, and those people that do it together. They're not interested in all the bullshit, man.
Hail Cotton Connection. Hail Spartan Flash Century.
Yeah, hail.
Much luck, guys.
Hail, man. That's what's up, dude. Love Spartan. Good guy. I had a person I had never met in real life from YouTube fly to Colorado to help me move out of a very There you go. It was very intense, and that's when I realized that there are people who care. Yeah, a motherfucker took time out of their life, flew somewhere to help you, and it's fucking amazing.
Right? I got a buddy that. And I'm not gonna say any names, but I got a couple of real close friends that have bailed me out of some real shitty situations recently, and are currently helping me in a such situation, a financial / legal situation I'm dealing with, and I can't say enough about some of the people here. It's funny, the ones that have financial means. It means more to them, and this is what I've noticed. It means more to them to be able to help and to feel the love and repercussion of it than it is a burden to them to spend the money that it takes to do that, if that makes sense.
Right. Yo, what's up, Low Spec? How are you today? Welcome to the podcast.
The podcast.
You guys are all amazing. I love that you guys are like just talking. I love it, man.
Where's Tom? He's late.
He probably got too drunk or some shit last night. He's told me that sometimes he'll make it, sometimes he won't. So it's all good, man.
It's okay. We'll get through it.
Not without Tom.
Without my Tom.
I try to be cool with everybody in the fellowship, even when they're dicks. Yeah, that's just it, man. I don't agree with everybody's methods when it comes to YouTube and shit like that. But that doesn't mean I don't want good things for them. That doesn't mean I don't want them to succeed. I just do your thing, and if it works for you, cool. That's awesome. I'm not going to be upset or mad about it. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Low Spec. I'll smoke today. That's what's up.
That's a good idea.
It is amazing I would have died. I couldn't get out on my own. And you know what, man? That's sometimes you just need somebody there to be like, wake the fuck up. Let's go. You need that friendship or that ability to have somebody in your life that can tell you what's up to your face, even though it's going to hurt your feelings, but still love, care about you, and help you out in any situation. And yes, the Potcast. Yes, Shellback.
It says it right down there at the bottom, Shellback.
Yeah.
Fake podcast.
Yeah, what the hell, Shellback?
Right. And you say I'm stoned.
So it's just I never thought in my life I would ever meet people like this. That, I mean, like, I never had anything growing up, dude. I was poor as fuck, right? So I never expected anything from anybody.
Right.
And I still don't to this day, which I think is a good mentality to have. But this community, this fellowship, this family has shown me that there are people out there willing to step up and help out, right?
Yes.
And in my life growing up, I never understood that because I never had that.
I'm the same way, or I grew up kind of poor. I won't say, desolate on the streets. We had enough to get by, but, a lot of kids had better, cooler toys and bikes and stuff than I always did.
Right.
But,
yep.
I do remember, growing up like that and not having a lot of money. It made me kind of persevere getting my own money. So, 12 years old, I had my first paper route, and 15, I had my first job at a burger stand, so I've always been a worker. And I think that's a good thing to always incorporate into your life, is to have some kind of work ethic. People that get shit just handed to them, man. Those are some of the worst people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, man, 100%. And, I can't smoke anymore, but I got Chiba Chews, so cheers. Hell yeah. All right, well, on that note, before we recognize the next member of my family that came into the chat, let's play a clip, take a hit. And you're going to start seeing repeat clips because I don't have enough yet uploaded on this brand yet, so we will get there. But, this is how you got to psych yourself up, right, guys? When you're going through some shit, or you have like a big meeting that you're nervous about or whatever, you just got to tell yourself some advice like this. So let's take a hit, and here's that advice.
As soon as this interview's done, I'm taking the shit off. I'm gonna fucking go jack off in the bathroom and go rock 80,000 people.
That's what you got to do, man. You got to.
That is so awesome.
And then rock 80,000 fucking people, man. And,
I've only rocked maybe 1,000 or 2 tops. I haven't gotten to do the 80,000, but it's a great feeling. Don't get me wrong.
It's a great feeling. Well, there you go. It's a goal. 80,000, man. 80,000.
I would love to do a show someday like that, but it never got that big, unfortunately, for me. But man, I did some great house parties back in the day with some sometimes having 100 or 200 people, intimate crowd of a lot of your peers and friends is better. Yeah, it can be just a wilder experience than a bunch of people that just don't know who the fuck you are.
What's up, Sir Will Gentry? Hello, sir. How are you? He says, yawn. Good. Or he says, morning stoner. So what's going on, Will? It's good to see you, man. I miss you, brother. I miss playing Fortnite with you. I could use you, bro. We should meet up. You should play with us tonight. It's Sunday. We're doing Fortnite. You should play with us, dude.
Oh, I got something for show and tell words. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Hey, I gotta go grab it. I'll address the chat. Fuck yeah, Trey. I'm smoking on some what is it? Star, I don't know, Star something or other. It's awesome though. It tastes great. But to Snow's thing, he was saying about the intimate crowds and performing and stuff. I used to play in bands. I miss that. If there's any musicians out there who want to do some collaboration work over the internet, let me know, because I am dying to create music again, to write music and perform, and I would love to like record stuff and put together like a 3-song EP with some folks. It'd be just a little project to work on, basically. Giving the Covenant back their bong. Sparks Bull rides. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So
I see Decepticon in the chat here. He's got the same thing, I think, but I found one. And these are actually kind of rare.
Wedding cake is delicious, Trey. Just saying.
Let's see here. Here we go. They Live, the Roddy Piper action figure.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, it's one of those rare dolls that they made, action figure doll, whatever you want to call it, but where there wasn't very many of them, and they sold out quick, and I got lucky and found one that I guess came on a late shipment because they were already out for a while and then disappeared. There's, I think, Also, the Keith David figure as well, which is even more rare. But yeah, I came to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I am all out of bubblegum. This movie has become more and more relevant over the years, especially with the shit that's been going on lately. So,
well, it's
really
interesting.
cool.
It's and this is kind of why I started this channel, was to like examine things of the past and almost compare it to things of today. And I think through things like that, people are discovering that there's some really good old shit,
Oh yeah, anything classic Carpenter is a must watch.
There's literally so much content from back in the day that you could stumble upon that you've never seen before, and it'd still be new to you. Played band, still went to college. Nice, hell yeah.
Decepticon's right. Yeah, it's rare.
Low spec, what? I need to repair my didgeridoo. Well, I might have to fucking hit you up on that one, dude. I love a fucking didgeridoo, bro. I'm just saying.
You know what's really funny about this? Sorry to keep going off about this toy, but
yeah, you're good, man. No, well, people are in the chat talking about it. He says, I'm all out of bubblegum. Badass.
The name is Nada. You know why?
Tell me.
If you know the movie, right?
I do not know that movie. I mean, I know of it. I know what you're talking about. I know the reference and everything, but I don't know the lore of it.
They named him Nada, which is Spanish for nothing, and because they never say what his name is in the movie.
Well, there you go. Decepticon says he's got the WWE one.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Where does he get those wonderful toys?
Oh, sometimes I get lucky. Sometimes I get them online. Some of them I've had forever. Like I collected the movie Maniacs collection back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And then I also have my old Star Wars collection. So yeah, I've managed to hang on to a few things over the years. Amazingly, because I've moved so many times over the years. It's actually somewhat of a miracle. Some of my older toys even still exist, and they're still in their box and stuff, But yeah, they live. I have to find the Keith David figure. The other guy.
That's the rare one, but I barely ever come out. Or does
he's just stoned?
Yeah, fucking stoners. I got the Mac Ready action figure from the Thing recently. Nice, that's cool. Hell yeah, man. One is bamboo, the other Gav Gloom. What the fuck is that? Desert Dry and split them. Let's see. Runner, I want them to make the actual. That'd be okay.
Not a lives.
I love
Soul Assassin's like mind blown.
Didn't realize I never named him. Holy crap!
There's
See, yeah, like
that movie.
And here's the thing: I probably have seen that movie at some point in my life. I was just a lot younger, and when you're
there's
young,
some homework for you, Ords. You need to watch it again,
dude. I still have to watch. They still fucking harass me for not watching the fucking Running Man, dude.
Oh wow, the Running Man too. Damn.
Watch parties.
I'd put They Live over Running Man. I would.
Okay. All right.
Just because it's so iconic now. Running Man's good, and it's got some great one-liners.
Yeah.
But it's been kind of redone a few times over the years. They Live hasn't been redone yet. They haven't tried to redo that one yet, so it still kind of stands on its own.
Good. I hope they don't. Yeah. I hope they just leave it where it's at.
Running Man, the new version of Running Man is kind of like, I don't know, Hunger Games and shit like that. It's all kind of the same, premise. It's survival game show type of thing. But it's still a good one. You should see it.
So yeah, look, that reminds me. Watch the Running Man.
What happened to Buzzsaw? He had to speed it.
I think you'd love They Live. Okay, yeah, all right. Well, Runner, Snow, you are. Or it's too.
I don't see why you wouldn't love it. Yeah, it's a great movie.
You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. I wonder if we could cut up a review. I watched the whole movie and I'll just comment throughout it, and then I'll clip the comments throughout those scenes and just turn that into a video. But I get baked the entire fucking time.
Nice.
I don't know. That's not a bad idea.
I'm kind of like a John Carpenter. If John Carpenter was a drug, I'd be his biggest pusher here on our little fellowship, because I got Rookie Critic to break down and watch John Carpenter's The Thing, and his mind was blown, and now he loves that movie. So yeah, I think that's what we need to do, is get you to watch They Live. That's have your mind blown.
I should, yeah. I have so much I can do. I just want to sometimes I have so much going on. I just want to fucking walk into oncoming traffic. Obviously, I wouldn't, but I understand. You guys understand the sentiment there. When agave blooms, it sends up a giant stalk with flowers on top. I split the stalk, carve it out, glue it back together to split where not glued.
Wow.
That seems like a process. And do they have a machine that does
green
it?
thumb? Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, what's going on, Brightest Day?
Is agave the one? No. Hang on. I was thinking the other plant. There's a plant they have to grow for tequila, I think it is. They can only harvest like once every 10 years or something crazy like that.
I don't know. I know there's the death plant or whatever the hell it's called. Corpse plant, I think is what it's called, where it like only opens up once every so many. I mean, I don't know, dude. There's, right. I think, there's probably all kinds of different life that does that, So.
Crazy stuff. Yeah, man. The world's an interesting place. We live on one big organic ball of craziness.
Yeah, and then everything we're creating is the complete opposite of that. But you were talking about performing and stuff. Being in that intimate crowd of like 100 to 200 people. And when you left, I told the chat, I said, is there any musicians out there? Because I miss writing music. I want to get back to writing music, recording. I want to do like a 3-song EP with some musicians, and we could do it over the internet. Like I've got recording programs. We could do all of that shit. But I would love to get back into actually writing music. Yeah, man. Wow. I miss it, dude.
Yeah, no, I always dabble in. Well, obviously, I'm a lyricist. Hey, I'm not necessarily a musician. I don't play any instruments besides the old vocal cords, and even then, I'm not even really much of a singer. But I've dabbled in rap enough to understand, notes and beats and all that stuff, and music's in the soul, man. So if you can relate to it and it speaks to you, then technically you could be a musician too, probably. And so I still dabble in it once in a while. Or it's I put out little funny snippet raps now with Jolly and stuff like that. Like I did that Welcome to the Rebellion one a few weeks ago. Still haven't got Gina's attention with it yet. But that was a fun little rap skit, and that was cool. I got people in my ear all the time talking about, you need to do more songs, you need to do another album, blah, blah, blah. And I think I will eventually. Right now is not the time. Let's wait till things blow up a little bit for the Cotton Connection. Get the channel a little bigger. Maybe we'll do a little Indiegogo crowdfunder thingamajigger, and I'll come out of retirement and do a full out album again. But yeah,
well, let me know if you need instruments tracked, man. Let me know if you need instruments tracked.
Yes, I actually have an awesome guitar player
cool.
that I use, and then I can always use a bass guitarist, drum guy. There's always something. Horns, man. Horns are really hard to find. A good chord. Can you blow a sax, Swords?
Can I? I mean, I can learn. For you, buddy, I would do it.
I'd really like that. I need a sax.
Okay. You're trying to get some like old school, like early '90s shit going, huh?
I do the funk. If you listen to my music, it's
that's
true.
That's true. Yeah. You do got like a little funkiness in your stuff. Your style of rap is very reminiscent of that blend or that evolving into what more modern rap is. There's the hip hop vibe, there's the classic street vibe, there's the it just reminds me of like what people were doing on the New York streets, back in the day and shit.
Oh, Decepticon, I think you need to send it to me again. I lost it or something. I was looking for it the other day on my computer and I couldn't find it. So send it to me again, and I'll download it. I need to listen to it again. I remember I listened to it a couple times thinking, I might be able to do something with that. And then I couldn't find it again. So, yeah, send it back to me.
Yo, Trey, was that you with the dono? I appreciate the donation, my friend. Absolutely. Hell yeah. You are freaking amazing. Appreciate $3.33, my dude. That's awesome. We owe you a clip, and then we're going to take a hit. That's how we're going to do. And let's see. All right. This goes out to all the fucking haters in the crowd. So let's get our bongs, bowls, and pipes ready to take a fat fucking rip. And this goes out to all the fucking haters out there.
Oh, what am I doing? Straight up digging a grave for my haters, because they're straight up dead to me, dude.
Straight up?
Straight up dead to me, dude. Straight up. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Oh, I love it, man. Dude, see,
that's actually true, Ords.
What?
Oh, it's so messed up. I shouldn't even say that.
What's
so
true?
bad.
Well, I missed it. What?
Yeah, I would normally say too soon, but it's not. It's never too soon for that asshole.
Oh, is that you? Okay, sorry. I appreciate. Sorry. I don't want to dox people. Okay, I don't want to dox people. So, thank you so much. That's me. I thank you so much. I people's names are on here, and I don't want to give people's. You know what I'm saying? Like you can even actually like. I probably shouldn't even say this, but you can actually know my real name just by sending a donation. So I don't like to throw people's shit out there. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm really bad, and I shouldn't assume, but thank you so much. I appreciate that, Courtney. You are amazing. Thank you for hanging out with us today, and thank you for the $3. You know what? I'm going to give you another clip because fuck yeah, why not? So, shit, here we go.
I will be talking to the cameramen on the headset. It will be Terry's job to give the actors their hand cues.
Oh, excuse me, Russell, but I believe I requested the hand job.
I don't know if these two words I would put. I would add other words to this.
I'd put just.
I mean, this can be assumed to be so much more than what it actually is. Just saying.
I need to watch Wayne's World again. I haven't watched that movie in freaking
dude, it's still
30 years.
It's so good. Well, thank you. I appreciate you, and I again apologize for the confusion there. Plus, I'm fucking stoned, so...
Well, Courtney's awesome. She's a member of the Cotton Connection. So she's throwing a donation at the channel every month. She's pissed off because she hasn't won her Jolly T-shirt yet, but keep hanging in there, Courtney. We're gonna be giving away more Jolly T-shirts soon. I promise you'll get one of these days.
Good. I'm glad you appreciated the joke. Thank you. She's fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
is she in the chat? Is she in the Cotton chat?
I don't think she's in Cotton Connection. I'll throw her in, actually. I should.
Yeah, might as well, man. That way I can personally thank her.
I'll throw her in the Cotton Connection chat. And also, she's kind of got a crush on Jolly. Her and a couple other women have been kind of coming out talking about, Jolly's the new hot thing. And Jolly's got his hands full. He's got a few different women that are kind of fighting over him right now. And I don't know what to do, It's hard out here for a puppet. Oh, did you won the puppet? That's
I was
awesome.
literally watching that video before I started this stream. I was literally it's all coming back to me now. I was watching that video before I started this stream, and then here she is. That's fucking amazing.
The floral puppet giveaway. That's great.
Yes. The floral puppet giveaway. That was a cool. The way he edited that video was pretty cool too. He kind of made it interesting. It wasn't just like, oh, here's the winner. He like edited it kind of, goofy, and it worked out real good. Still can't handle the fact that Wayne's World and Bill and Ted are all 30 years ago. Yeah, that's a true story. Now, I'm a huge fan of crossover comic books. I would love to see Wayne's World meets Bill and Ted in a comic book. Just saying. She's laughing. Okay, that's it. That's it.
We need some more women representation in the. I forget she's on Twitter sometimes. Let's see.
Well, yeah. See, there you go, man. What the hell? I liked Wayne's World too. I thought it was a fine movie. I thought it was great. Excellent. Yeah, totally, man. And that's what this channel's kind of based off, guys, is the whole, obviously you see the logo and you see the shit, but, you know, like, what if we were stoners in the 90s, Snow?
I was.
Oh, yeah, I guess that you're a little older than me. That's right, you're a little bit older than me. How was it in the 90s compared to now? Because I was a kid.
Well, I wasn't stoner all of the 90s. It didn't happen until, let's see, first year I started smoking was 90, I want to say 93. Yeah, man, the video games were the best back then. Like, I know PlayStation's cool and all that. We got the, really sick-ass graphics these days, but back in those days, it seemed like we came together more often as friends, in big groups to get down on some video games and smoke weed. Like, I had a big weed smoking party. I remember when Mortal Kombat came out. For the Sega Genesis.
Damn, that would have been sick to be there, dude.
Yeah, everybody was like just freaking out because it was the first time we had a graphic bloody game like that on our home consoles. And of course, Nintendo went all soft and put out this PG version of it. So we bought the Genesis version of it, which had the blood code, Abacab. I remember.
Yeah.
CABB. And we played the shit out of that thing. And, just smoked a bunch of weed, partied, laughed, kicked each other's ass on Mortal Kombat, and that was the 90s for me because it was pre-cell phone, and so you would just call your buddies on their home phones, right? Leave a message.
Or hit them up with the fucking pager.
Maybe a pager. Yeah, the few of us, I didn't have a pager till, that was like more 96.
You actually had a
97.
pager, dude?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Sorry, I love it, dude. I fucking love it, man.
I think it was 96 or 97 I had a pager, yeah.
It's like, beep, beep, beep. Yeah. Oh, shit, this bitch is calling me. All right, I got to find a payphone and shit.
Anybody got a quarter? Very widespread.
Anybody got a quarter? I need a quarter, man. Quarter give you $2 or 2 minutes.
Everybody had a pager before they had a cell phone. That was the thing, because we all got pagers because we kind of went mainstream for a while. At first, a pager was like just for real big execs, kind of like the cell phone. They were for like lawyers and important people. Then it became everybody's thing. Yeah.
Right. Wayne's World teams up with Bill and Ted and gets stuck in the bio. Oh my god, fucking epic, man. Yeah, you're talking about. What's up?
I was gonna say I'm sad because we didn't have cell phones because man, we could have captured a lot of great video that would have never, gotten grabbed.
Dude, yeah, because people didn't give a fuck back in the day, dude. Like,
but I kind of thankful for it too because then a lot of my stupid shit I didn't get caught either. So
that's true. Yeah, the decade before cancellation became a thing.
Right.
I was a stoner in the 90s. All you could get was resin until the very late 90s. You very rarely could find any. I believe that, and that's depressing. That's depressing. But I'm glad that I'm glad you got to experience it when you did, my guy. And I would love to hear those stories from back in the day.
I was lucky. I grew up in Washington State, which was one of the very first states to go legal. So before it was legal, we were known for having a lot of great growers that lived there and just some really good stuff. And so I was underground. I used to sell it illegally. And so I knew.
I think we all have at one point.
And still to this day, some of the best stuff I've ever smoked was from back in those days, from those personal growers. That today now it's a little more commercial. It's kind of mass produced and pushed out quickly.
Yeah, they're always refining it. It's always changing. There's always something different going on. They're doing this technique compared to this technique, and it's who really knows what's better? It's just remember back in the day when it was like, hey, I'm gonna smoke some weed. Not what kind of weed am I gonna smoke?
Right.
Like, you didn't give a fuck what it was.
Well, we had two choices: Bammer or Chronic, which was the compressed, nasty shelf weed that was put in bricks that got shipped over Mexico.
Yep, that's where you get your swag ache.
swag.
Yeah, you get a headache from smoking too much of it.
Dirt weed, brown weed. It had a lot of names, and then you had the green weed, the green bud. So you had brown or green, basically.
Brown or green.
Those are two choices, and you always wanted the green. You never wanted the brown, but you would take the brown if you couldn't find the green.
Yeah, dude, $15 a quarter back in the day. You know. Rugo says Madden 93 on Sega Genesis, dude. Anything Madden on any on Sega. Madden on Sega, most definitely. Mortal Kombat 2, I could beat anyone with Molina. Look.
Ooh, sounds like a challenge.
To this day, I believe Mortal Kombat 2 is still the best Mortal Kombat game ever to exist.
It is, actually. I agree.
Sega Rally Champions was my jam back in the day. Hell yes, Shabak. That was a good one. Cordy says she had a beeper too. That's hilarious, man. Y'all are funny, dude. I remember looking at people when they would be beeping and shit. Like, what the fuck is that? 90s kids here. Good names, music, and films. Awesome times. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's why we have this channel, this podcast. This is why we're here getting high, talking about better days when life was less fucking complicated. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that shit, man. I
got a Mortal Kombat arcade machine here.
What, like... when you were a kid, and if you had that, or even in your young adult life, like, you know, when this game came out, like, if you had this in your house back then, like...
Right. Oh, I know, man. Jeez, if I would have had that machine at that party, you know, back in the day, I'd have been the coolest kid in the city, you know?
Yeah, totally. 100%.
Now you can own one right here in your very own man cave. All you got to do is go down to Walmart and grab one. It's just kind of crazy to think about, you know, how things have changed over the last 20, 30 years, you know.
Oh, totally, 100%, man. It was a great time for gaming. Duke Nukem 3D, yeah. Gaming was really trying some new shit and changing the game, literally. No, I'm so glad they didn't exist. And add Pauly Shore, yes. We were talking about Pauly Shore the other week.
Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah, no, not last week. It was the week before that, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah, because we didn't have one last week. Jeez, man, you fucking son.
Oh, well, God, they all blend together.
We had Williams Wonder in the 90s. There you go. Skunk weed.
Yeah, okay. Cat piss.
My dad had the hydro. That's because your dad knows what's
hydro.
up.
Chronic. We called it Chronic back then in the 90s.
Yeah, I still
Great
use
named
that.
his album after that name, yeah.
MK9 is my favorite. Shut up, Runner. You don't know what you're talking about. I was an 80s kid, 90s teen. Hey, look, I was a kid in the 90s. I was born in 86. As a kid in the 90s. But I appreciate the 80s because I was still kind of like influenced back then, right? Like 4 years old going into the 90s, like I kind of had an idea what shit was about at that point, you know?
Well, it's funny, in the 90s, gangster rap became really popular. I loved gangster rap in the 90s, a big Eazy-E fan. And it was funny, you'd listen to the rappers, they would brag about having the better weed back then because it was the harder stuff to find and you had to know the people and the hookups and whatever. So most people didn't have good weed back in the 90s, and that's why you saw Dr. Dre come out with an album called The Chronic, you know, because it was supposed to be the best. Nowadays, you just go down to your local dispensary and pick out whatever you want. You know?
Like literally, like
right.
They're like, you walk in and you're like, hey, can I get some weed? They're like, yeah. What are your ailments? You're like, ailments? I exist. Can I get some weed, please? Oh, well, we got this that'll bring you down, it'll bring you up, it'll take you places, it'll go over here, it'll do that. Oh, and it'll have a piney note to it. I'm just like, can I just get some weed? Right. Like, you know, like that's kind of like how I picture some of these older stoners experiencing this newer genre, because I love getting into the strains. I love all the fucking cool shit behind it. It's become its own like culture, right? Its own genre, you know. Sure. So I like it, but you know, sometimes it's
rightfully so.
And sometimes I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Just give me some weed. So I imagine that some of these older people who just were like their entire lives basically just getting what they could get. And you know, like back
in the 90s, you could get weed, but the treats were if you could get a hold of some hash or some hash oil. That was a big deal if you could find some of that because it was so rare, back then. Nowadays, like I said, you just go on down and grab some at your local store. So it's crazy how things have changed.
It is, and one thing I don't think that has changed though is, and these dispensaries and the commercialization of it is, I think yes, it's being commercialized, and I'm sure at some point it will all be tainted, but they've seemed to keep a lot of culture in that, like so. Terms, right? Like words that we use, words that we've grown up with. 420, that's a thing. Like when I go to the dispensary here in town, when they need a manager to come over and sign off on the final sale or whatever, they go 420. Like meaning like, okay, hey, these guys they got their product, they're ready to go. Smoke 420, right? So it's just interesting how they've kind of at least respected the culture, right? And there's the etiquette of smoking too. There's a bunch of etiquette that goes with it, like what to do, what not to do. All of this shit involved. Again, it's its own culture. Runner, nobody cares. All right, buddy, nobody cares. No, I'm just kidding, brother. He said, what a dick.
I want the Killer Instinct one now, man. My buddy, 19K Fox. I don't know if you know.
Channel's blowing up. Love my boy, 19K Fox.
This guy, I don't know where he's got all this money. It must be.
That's what I'm saying. This son of a bitch.
He's buying these new cabs left and right. It's great because it's helping his channel. But he's already got the Terminator 2 one that I want. He's got the Killer Instinct cabinet that I want. He's living the dream, baby. He's building his own man cave arcade right now. Go check out our boy, but 19K Fox. What an awesome come up that guy's made, and his channel's blowing up now, so it's really cool.
Yeah, no, man, he really found his niche, and he's like doing customized shit, which is fucking cool.
Yeah.
So that's great. Let's see. Even mid shelf is quality now. And that's kind of what I was that right there is kind of what drew me to when I was saying that, like the culture bringing into it. Like you can buy shake at the dispensary. You can buy what they call popcorn buds at the dispensary, which are just like, broken off small bits of bud, and then you can buy flour, right? So it's like never wasted, right? So they're using every part of the plant, whether it's like the shake that falls off of it or whatever the case is. But yeah, they do. They have mid quality. They have, like if you're looking just for something in a low Delta 9, you're not trying to get fucking baked out of your skull. You enjoy smoking and you like that whole process, but you don't want to get so baked out of your mind from smoking a bunch, but you want to smoke a bunch, if that makes sense.
You already know that the best of the best, the top buds and stuff, those always go to the people that are growing it.
So for sure. Yeah, we never actually get that top cone,
nope.
Yeah, the beautiful thing at the top there. And I was all into punk rock. I was a huge punk rocker back in the day, and it's kind of cringe to say that, but like we had this house in our town called the Disaster House, and it was like where all the scummy gutter punks lived, and like it was like a big house with a bunch of rooms, and then like if you were like in between houses, you could go stay there or crash there. I mean, it was just a cesspool of fucking grossness, but it was a cool place to hang out, and they had shows every weekend, but yeah, we did all of that. It was fun, man. So I want to get a Raspberry Pi. Love Raspberry Pi, and I want to get one and make one as well. Make a retro console machine. Yeah, there you go. Do it, and then make a video and put it on the internet. The edibles are amazing for health issues. I agree. She meant CBD. CBD for sleep. CBD for inflammation. CBD for appetite and anxiety. All I have. Look, CBD is a good thing. There's a lot of people who have invested a lot of money into CBD. Hey, if it's helpful, I encourage you to continue. I smoke weed for a lot of different things, not just to enjoy it, but because we're all fucked up in our own little way.
Yeah, no, I come from a long line of severe alcoholics, so I've never been a big drinker. I saw it early with my grandfather and my father and my uncles, and needless to say, I already knew what path I could lead if I got into drinking too much. So luckily, I kind of went the weed route, and I still enjoy smoking weed, and I don't necessarily think it was a bad choice because looking back at my life, I've never had a DUI. I've never really been in any bad bar fights. It's and a lot of my friends have. So it's
Right.
It's a life choice. I could go out and have a couple of beers and not need to go buy another half rack the next day. So it's one of those things. But I just prefer it, over everything else that I've ever tried in life. I've never done any hardcore stuff, but I'm not a pill popper either. I'm not big on that. So it kind of fits my lifestyle, and we all got aches and pains, guys, and we all got issues, and the old cannabis can help a lot of those type of things. It's been around for pretty much, well, before we were around.
Oh,
so
God, yeah. Yep.
There's a reason it's here, and the reason it's been being used, and we've kind of grown up together with this plant. So don't underestimate its power.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, the theory, or I guess you'd say theory, that the reason that the plant has survived for so long is that animals that go up and eat it tend to forget where that delicious tasting plant was because they get all fucking bakedy. So
that's interesting.
So like, think about that as a survival tactic, right? Like,
Well, it's a weed, one thing.
Right.
It could grow almost anywhere, which is great.
Produce something that is desirable by more than just one species. And you secure your longevity in the genetic pool, so to speak.
And we've obviously helped kind of coax it along the way and made it bigger, better, badder.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I was actually going to make that next point, so I'm glad you brought that up. The lovely Sherry, how are you, darling? It's good to see you.
Hey,
Thank
Sherry.
you for coming to hang out with us. But yeah, that's the thing. Even though it's been illegal, we've been able to build on it and make it better, change it, do different things with it, extract stuff from it, beneficial stuff that, may help people with, life-changing, debilitating diseases or, you look at oh gosh, I can't remember, the antimicrobial properties of weed. You look at how much oxygen one plant produces compared to one tree, and you look at all these things and you're like, holy shit, man, this is literally a miracle thing that exists. Soul says, I don't smoke weed, but went with friends who do. The employees are laid back, or worked with friends who did. Employees laid back, and they tried to sell you other shit. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, man. Like, hey man, you buy this. Yeah, we had the Scrummerville house. Yeah, see, there's probably one of those houses in every city.
Oh, you're okay. So, Lady Toxic 78, is that your Twitter handle there, Courtney? Trying to figure this out. Pretty sure that's her. I'm gonna add her in the connection on Twitter.
Okay, cool. Good. Freaking Ryan Kennel. He just got back to me after like a week. I texted him like the day he posted his 100K plaque he got. I was like texting him. I was like, yo, bro, this is dope. Hell yeah, get it. He just texted me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. What a fucker. Hey, at least he
real.
texted me back, though, man.
I guess, yeah. Hey, no, it's cool, man. There's sometimes I'll text Trunk 3PO and
yeah, I know.
I won't hear from that fucker for a week, but then I'll hit him up on Twitter and he hits me up right away.
Yeah, you son
whatever,
of a bitch.
man. Funny.
Oh man, me too. Snowda with the drinking. We messaged about this, which reminds me that I have 5 years without drinking in March. Hell yeah, congratulations. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. And look, here's the thing too. As a person who makes alcohol for a living but doesn't drink a lot, like, I do drink, and if that's your thing, cool. If you can handle it, cool. If not, and you decide to go the sober route, and I encourage that as well. I grew up and around Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholic Anonymous, and I know what all that's about. I've seen people go in and get sober and stay sober. I've seen people go in, get sober, go back and die. So I've seen it all, man. I'm just very proud of you for doing that. That's fucking awesome. And don't ever fucking stop. So, oh, look at that! You got a smiley face.
Yeah, Sherry. She's kind of cute. I seen her on the old Instagram the other day. And I'm like, damn, Sherry, looking good.
There you go. But yeah, man. So it's just one of those things that, like, you know, we've made it better over the years, and it really is. It's a super plan, dude. Yeah, see it. There you go. And hey, and there's nothing wrong with you getting better, and I'm glad you did. Very proud of you.
Yep, it's unfortunately it's the #1 family destroyer, and I've seen that firsthand, and the chaos it can create with domestic violence, especially between parents and kids have to watch that kind of stuff. It's terrible, and so you know, I think everything should be done in rations, obviously, in modest rations. You know, you don't want to overdo it on anything, you know, in life. That includes weed too. You know, I don't want to burn through a whole ounce every day because that's a waste of money. You know, it's like.
Now hold on a sec. If you didn't have to spend money on it.
Oh well.
That's a different story.
I still don't know if I could smoke that much in a day, but yeah.
I don't know.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
I'd like to sit down with you and try it.
We can try it. Yeah. It'd definitely take most of the day, but yeah, we can maybe get it done.
I don't know, dude. I got some. Cassie got me some big cones for Christmas, bro.
Fill her up.
That's what I'm saying. But anyway, go on.
Well, anyway, I was just basically saying that the alcohol, for me anyway, I feel just tends to cause more problems than it's worth sometimes, and you know, it can get you into trouble, man. Like another great example is you go to a bar and you think you're taking home a 10 at 2 a.m. and you wake up at 10 a.m. with a 2, you know, so it's
yeah.
So bad things can happen when you drink, and I've never had that happen smoking weed. I've never gone to the bar and picked up, you know, somebody I shouldn't be taking home. So.
Yeah, no, that's a thing, you know, and it's like me personally, I mean, not just because, you know, the family stuff like that, but I've become less of that guy who wants to go out and like put an effort to actually like socialize with people, because I mean, a lot of that has to do with the, you know, the political climate and everything. And,
sure.
You know, so there's that, but in the same respect, it's like I'm just like that's not me anymore, man. I've evolved into some, you know, I'm not saying evolve is a good term or a bad term. I'm just saying like it's evolved and changed into something different now, where it's like, especially with this YouTube thing, that I found a focus and a drive and a goal for something more than just going out, getting drunk and getting laid, right? So,
right.
And
you know, there's nothing wrong with hanging out with a couple buddies and having a couple beers. That's totally different than what I'm getting at here. I'm talking about going out and getting obliterated, you know, just straight, you know, loopy, you know, stupid, where you're making bad judgment, basically.
Right. Squeagle Mouse says alcohol is hit or miss. You got to know your limits. Well, that's just it. And kind of what you were saying before, Snow, with the limits and you know, just got to know when to call it. Yeah, a little bit goes a long way. Something I learned from my 93-year-old grandmother is everything in moderation. Everything in moderation, exactly. And, you know, I have vices. I smoke probably way more weed than I probably should, but I'm aware of it, and I try to focus on that, and I try to, you know, be responsible about it, you know. Well, yeah, unless you're rich, you know. Yeah. No, see, that's the thing. If I was rich, I wouldn't be rich because I'd have a lot of fucking weed. Right. Well, I guess if I was rich, then I'd probably invest in, you know, some kind of growing situation. So yeah, exactly. Well, that's actually, see, that's my thing. If I was to ever win the lottery, it wouldn't be let me go buy a house and a car. It'd be like, let me take this money, invest in a business, and then let that business pay for all the other fancy shit. Let's see. Hold on a sec. But yeah. So yeah, know your limits. Know moderation. Everything in moderation. You know, it was never meant to be this thing where you were able to go to McDonald's for dinner every night of the week. It was meant to gather the family up and we don't feel like cooking on a Saturday night. Let's go out and get a burger and a shake, right?
Right.
It was meant to be like let's go have a night together, and not let's get the drive-through up every fucking day and get.
I always looked at McDonald's as that place that you hit up when you're kind of in a hurry for something, whether it was like,
in
we just
between
got
something,
done with,
right?
Yeah, I got done with the football game. The kids need a couple burgers, real quick, type of thing. We're hungry. So I've never looked at McDonald's as a cornerstone of nutrition.
Well, no, right. But I guess in my point, what I'm saying is like we've allowed ourselves to overindulge or give ourselves the ability to overindulge if you so choose. So.
Well, that's capitalism. Fortunately, it's you got to play the game, but capitalism, it's got its dark side too. That's for sure.
We'd get you in trouble.
Uh-oh.
It gets me in trouble. Well, I mean, I've been in trouble because of weed before, and
depends on which state you live in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, before it was legal in my state, definitely had trouble with that. That's so true, Snowdub. I was at SXSW once and saw a drunk dude pick up a ratchet chick. The bar owner told him it's the only way he'll learn.
Oh, you ain't kidding, friend. I've seen some nasty ones go home with a couple of my buddies and knowing they were going to regret it the next day.
Oh my God. There's shit with that I want to talk about that we can't hear on YouTube. Maybe we'll do like a private stream or something and talk with people on Discord, because holy shit, man, we could really talk about it. Yeah. There you go. We could really talk about some shit with that. Courtney says my dad always said that everything in moderation thing. Unfortunately, my brain didn't comprehend. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people's brains comprehend on that one. So, hey, you're learning. You learned, and you're still learning every day. And I think that's what's most important, right? I miss home cooked meals. Always busy and don't have the time. See, that's what I mean, man. We've gotten into this work. Get done to where we don't sit back and appreciate the shit around us.
Squeaka.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Squeaka
it's relatable.
Stole the show last night. Good Lord.
I'll have to go back and watch it.
She did a video clip for me for my birthday, where she just basically reads a recipe, a kind of a Valentine's promiscuous recipe, but a recipe nonetheless. But Squeaka has such a unique voice. The way she reads it, literally all the dudes on the panel last night were having moments of serious heartthrobbness, I'll say.
He's like, anybody got a book? I need a book. I need a small book.
Right.
I need a book. I can't stand up right now. Give me a book.
Jaws were dropping. Squeaka stole the show, so thanks last night.
I gotta go back and check that out.
Thanks for that, Squeaka. That was great.
Oh man.
I think Tom's gonna steal part of the clip. He's like, "Oh my God, I gotta steal part of this." I'm just like, I knew that was gonna get everybody's attention. So Squeaka's gotta become like a cornerstone of my Tuck and Roll show now. She's gotta come on like for 5 minutes every night, just read a recipe.
Yeah.
Every
there
week.
You go. I want in on that chat. I have 4 brothers that prepared me for the battlefield. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
hell yeah.
It's just for my birthday? Oh, all right. I won't force it.
Just
special occasion.
Yeah, man. Remember, everything in moderation, damn it.
Yeah. See, here I am trying to get it,
Yeah, look at you.
Get it every week, being impulsive and my bad.
Oh,
special
man.
occasions. We'll save it like the really good champagne.
Shame on you, Snow. Shame.
Hey, I still got a bottle of Moet up there that I haven't popped in like 4 or 5 years, so.
Well,
special occasion.
Get on it.
Last time I popped one was, because we had a few of them. I popped one for my birthday 3 years ago. I think it was like my 41st birthday. I popped one, so yeah, special occasions. It's good to indulge, have a little fun.
Hell yeah, man. All right, well, let's do a smoke. Let's do a smoke for everybody in the chat. Take a quick little smoke break.
Yeah.
So everybody get your bongs, pipes, and bowls ready to handle business. And this one goes out to all you guys. So here you go.
perfect.
That's why I love all you guys in the chat. You guys are amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Gets her cookie. Wow, that made me choke.
That was a good one.
Oh, well, I think on that note, guys, we are going to get ready to wrap it up. We could probably talk all day about this stuff.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate everybody coming out today, man. We touched some good subjects. Like I think every now and then I like diving into that deeper shit, the deeper thought stuff. I thought today was great.
Yeah, man.
What do you think, man?
Oh, it's great. I know we jumped around a little bit tonight, but or today, this morning. I'm so used to saying tonight because I always do nighttime shows.
Yeah.
But I know we jumped around a bit, but I think we touched on some pretty good subjects, and I'd love to talk more about just the '90s and plus what happened with my viral Seahawks song. That was a lot of fun. Kind of diving into that stuff, and then of course the addiction stuff that we talked about tonight, and just not overindulging. See, I said tonight again.
You did.
I did. But yeah, no, this was a good one today, Orts. I had a lot of fun, even though it was just you and me intimately.
I like it, man. No, I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what this is all about, man. Like I said, the subjects, we can do that every now and then. We can talk about that stuff. But honestly, like if this is what you guys are liking, I mean, we'll do our segments and we'll talk about shit, and we won't keep it very structured. But
that's why it's a wake up bake show, man. Just
man.
Bullshit.
Yeah. That's kind of what it is, man. And just thank you all for coming out to hang out with us. And I mean, I can't ask for anything more than you guys in the chat right now. But context is important.
Before we go, I wanted to mention, did you know there was like this football game going on in the middle of the Dr. Dre Eminem concert today?
Oh, yeah, that's true. The sports ball bowl or whatever, right?
Yeah, I might actually watch some of that because I'm looking forward to the Dr. Dre concert because I'm old school NWA fan, so gotta watch my boy Dre tear up the stage. But
that'll be cool.
Who's your pick for the foosball game thing?
Well, I'll be honest. I'm not a football fan.
I'll pick the team that doesn't take a knee.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm not a big football fan. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not a football fan. But I know that my daughter and her stepdad watch a lot of football, and she told me that she's hoping the Rams win. So I'm going to go with the Rams. Let's go with the Rams.
Well, I obviously, like I was saying earlier, I was a big Seahawks fan. I think I always will be to a certain aspect. They just need to pull their heads out of their ass with the whole woke bullshit getting shoved into our sports. But that's besides the point. That's a whole other conversation. But as a quote-unquote Seahawks fan, normally I would try to root for the Rams just because they're in our division, NFC West, go Rams, blah, 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 whatever. But I'm going to root for the Bengals because they have never won a Super Bowl. They're one of those few teams that haven't done it yet. The Rams have won a couple of them now. So I'm going to go ahead and root for the underdog, I guess. Go Tigers. Go Bengals.
Well, hell yeah, man. Yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, I can respect the shit out of that. Cody says, I'm glad I tuned in. I subbed to you, Ords World. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Have a great day, everyone. You as well. Thank you for the subscription. We will be back next week doing this same thing. But who knows what's going to happen. Soul Assassin says, I love the 90s, the Wake and Bake edition. We're going to be talking more, man. Wait, it's Dre and Eminem?
It's Dre, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar, which I enjoy all of them. I'm not a big Eminem fan, but I love Mary J. Blige. Speaking of the 90s, you're getting some Mary J. Blige, some Dre, and then Kendrick Lamar is also a very talented rap artist who's one of the few that have come out in the last 10 years that I can respect, has pretty good flow. So yeah, it looks to be a killer halftime show. Finally, I've been waiting for a good one. It's been a while. If you're a fan of the halftime shows, once in a while, you get to see some really cool acts, especially if you're a fan of whoever's performing. Go back and watch the Michael Jackson one on YouTube. That was back in the 90s. God, it was phenomenal. And if you were I was a kid then, but to sit there and watch it live on TV was even, just mesmerizing. To see that big of a crowd and just the realness of it all, and your favorite, superstar at that time, doing their thing. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing, Dr. Dre, the guy I grew up with NWA, and
right.
I was there, right there with the whole him and Eazy-E feud back in the day, and so this is gonna be an awesome show to watch, man. Looking forward to it.
Hell yeah, man. Fuel of Hatred says, any new subs will get a free Sunday. True story. No, that is 100% incorrect. Absolutely incorrect. Anyway, that's why I root for them. They're like my team, the Eagles, the Pats. Nice. Hell yeah. Soul says, peace out, man. This halftime show will be better than the last few years. I might tune in just for that. Sorry, I keep talking, but no, it's all good. 80 streams not too long ago. In 2 weeks, I'm doing a 90. Nice. Hell yeah, that's what's up.
I'll never forget the Janet Jackson show. Who can forget that one?
Yeah, that right.
That was great.
Give the people what they want, bro. Oh, we are. We're that's the plan. But anyway, guys, we are gonna get the fuck out of here. Thanks to everybody who supported today. You guys have no clue. I got to get my brakes fixed and tires on the car. So you guys helping me out is just, you guys are amazing. Thank you for everything you guys do. Thank you for sharing out the tweets, the streams. Thank you, Snow, for being such a good friend and a family member, man. I appreciate you. And hail the Cotton Connection.
Hail, brother. Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime, anywhere, any place. You know how it is.
Absolutely. Well, go ahead real quick and let the people know where they can find you.
Well, Snowdub Music and Entertainment, but you all know me. And by the way, go sub to my Snowdub Live channel. I just got over 100 subs there. I'm going to really start uploading a lot of stuff there here in the next month or so. All my old Taco Tuesdays are going up there. A bunch of great episodes of movie talk that we used to do with Bert and Death by Saber, K-Log. So I'm going to try and push that channel now because of what has happened to Orts with his initial channel getting blown to shit. And then, of course, Lethal Lightning just had it happen to him as well. So it's got me really scared for me and the kind of content that I produce. So make sure you're subbed to my backup channel. I appreciate it. Snowdub Live, because you never know when Snowdub Music and Entertainment is going to get yanked off the tube for being too much of whatever they feel isn't right for their ideology. Much love, Ords. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You never do know. You guys know me. I am Ords here in the boardroom, hanging out with you guys every Sunday morning for the Wake and Bake Potcast, where we just sit down, get baked, and talk about shit. Could be anything. So thank you guys for tuning in today. Tonight, we're going to be on Twitch playing Fortnite. Hopefully, I take shit moment to moment at this point in my life. So tonight, the plan is to play some Fortnite tonight, hang out with you guys, relax. So follow me over on Twitch. Follow my other channel, Ord's Board, where you get the gaming clips and, pop culture news, that sort of thing. So thank you guys who subbed to the channel today. You guys are fucking amazing. We're going to get out of here with a couple of clips. I love all of you guys. And remember, party on.
Perfect.
Night and party on!
Party on, Wayne!
Party on, Garth.